Patriots, they're struggling right now. They lost in Pittsburgh yesterday, which dropped them to 9-5. They've lost back-to-back games in December for the first time since 2002. And New England dropped behind the Texans for the third seed in the AFC. Skip, are the Patriots still your pick to get to the Super Bowl?
As you know, Jenny and Shannon, I never, ever give up on my preseason picks until it's completely and utterly over. But I must admit publicly, I do not love the Patriots' chances of getting to this year's Super Bowl. Bill Belichick's defense just isn't good enough to go win a road playoff game this year. So do I love their chances of winning at the Chargers or at the Chiefs or at the Steelers? I do not. That defense gave up 189 yards rushing at Miami and nearly overcame it. And then 178 yards rushing at Pittsburgh yesterday and almost overcame it, but did not. This defense is 31st in yards allowed rushing per attempt. Think about that, 31st. It's 29th in sacks, just not good enough to go win a Super Bowl. It's 23rd in third down conversions allowed. That's just pathetic by Bill Belichick standards. And I'm going to say it again. He is losing his fastball coaching this defense. Yesterday, they had 14 penalties for 104 yards. Is that a Belichick team? No.
Skip, that's an anomaly.
Okay. All right, but it was a big game at Pittsburgh where you've owned the Steelers, and it doesn't smack of being on a December roll to the Super Bowl. Now, and by the way, Josh Gordon just disappeared yesterday, and that really troubles me because I thought Tom Brady finally had a trustable wide receiver other than slot receiver Julian Edelman. And by your own admission and viewpoint, Rob Gronkowski is just this broken down shell of himself and can no longer be trusted by Tom Brady. So obviously they have two fairly winnable games, although in the way they're going right now, I'm not sure, but they got two division games left. They got Buffalo at home. They got the Jets at home. Do I think they'll win those games? I think they will. And if they do, they're going to win the division, obviously, and they're going to have one home playoff game. But they might not have a bye, and they might have to go on the road for two playoff games. And I'm just not sure. Could they win one of them? Maybe, depending on which one you showed me. But again, to win at Chargers, at Chiefs, at Steelers, I just don't feel it right now, even though I still think Tom Brady is playing at a remarkably high level at age 41.
Jen, ask me that question again.
Do you believe that the Patriots are going to head to the Super Bowl?
I never believed that to begin with, so I don't know why I would change that now. Skip, you said something. You said you don't know if Coach Belichick's defense is good enough to go win a road playoff game. Given what you've seen of the Patriots offense, are you sure they can go on the road and win a road playoff game?
Well, it looked like they overcame that defense at Miami until the Miami Miracle happened.
Okay, what about yesterday?
Wasn't good enough yesterday.
What about against Jacksonville?
Well, now we're going back to Blake Bortles, throwing for 373.
Whoa.
373 yards against Bill Belichick? Really?
I'm talking about your offense.
No, it's not good enough to win at Jacksonville against Blake Bortles.
Oh, so
and what happened last year? They were down 20-10 to Blake Bortles in the fourth quarter, and Tom Brady happened. He threw for 138 in the fourth quarter at Foxborough.
So why didn't that happen this year?
Wow.
Why didn't that happen yesterday?
Well, we'll see. Again, that happened at Foxborough, and usually they've had Foxborough in their back pocket in the playoffs, so they could fall back on that. And it looks like they're not going to have that anymore.
Well, the last time they won a road playoff game was 2006. The last time they didn't have a bye was 2009. We know what happened, Joe Flacco and that Ravens team when Joe Flacco was a rookie, and they beat the brakes off the Patriots. Skip, we know they fight very hard to get home field. They bring you into Foxborough and they beat your eyes out. They're 19-3 in home playoff games. Tom Brady's 3-4 in road playoff games. And as I said, he hasn't won one of those since 2006. So it's very important for them to get home field. Skip, right now I have them as the fourth best team in the AFC. I got them behind the Chargers, behind the Chiefs, behind the Texans.
Okay. Now, I forgot about the Texans. It'd be hard to win at Texans. And they beat the Texans at Foxborough on opening day, but that was a long time ago.
I do believe now. Do I believe they toss up 1-6 and 1 and half a dozen other whether they play the Steelers again? But ultimately, it's going to come down to this, Skip. Your guy's going to have to stand in there. Because, see, what I don't understand is why people don't blitz him more. If you blitz,
you know what? They went after him several times yesterday, and they paid for it several of those times.
But see, here's the thing. Sometimes, Skip, sometimes it's about planting a seed. See, sometimes it's more about letting you know I'm going to hit you in your mouth as opposed to, because sometimes you can sack the quarterback and you bring him down, it doesn't really hurt, as opposed to hitting him in them chops.
I mean, I can say
him flinch at
I
the
can
end.
say that about Patrick Mahomes. Same syndrome, right?
No, Patrick Mahomes, stop.
Well,
we're keeping this.
Hit him in the mouth. He's not been hit in the mouth like he's going to get hit in the mouth in this league.
Hold on, talk about Skip.
Tom Brady has been.
Oh, and we started to see him flinch too. We saw it yesterday, Skip Bayless. We saw it.
You know what? I hark back to ESPN, my days with Ryan Clark, and he used to talk about Tom Brady. We made Tom Brady see ghosts. See ghosts. He was flinching in the pocket. I'm like, really?
Did you see it yesterday? I don't know about what Ryan them had him do, but I'm talking about yesterday. You saw that dying goat.
We are almost done with the show.
Goat.
And I just realized we talked about Tom Brady struggling, the Cowboys struggling, Aaron Rodgers struggling. Sorry, Shannon, you're not off the hook because your guy, Goat James, well,
Goat James?
he struggled as
Really?
well.
You had
Discuss that next.